Let me tell you why you're overweight and why calorie counting doesn't matter. What does matter is the state that your food is in. In a simple carbohydrate, it's ready to be turned into sugar immediately. In a complex carbohydrate, it has to be slowly broken down. So with simple carbs, within a short amount of time, 100% of it is ready to go into the blood. With complex carbohydrates, only a small amount of it is ready to go into the blood. This small amount is taken up by the brain and muscles before it can even go to fat. This prevents any insulin from ever spiking, and so no new fat is ever stored. However, with simple carbohydrates, there is way too much sugar for your brain and muscle to ever use. And so this causes a massive spike in your insulin, and all of this extra sugar goes straight to your fat cells. Your body has to turn it into fat as quickly as possible because sugar is very damaging to the inside of your body. Through a process called non-enzymatic glycosylation, it basically destroys everything that it's exposed to. So if you're eating things like oats or vegetables or fruit, these are complex carbohydrates, and you can eat about as much of them as you want to. And the chunks of food are so large that such a small amount will be broken off that these will just immediately go to your muscle, brain, and other organs. They will never spike your insulin, and you won't get fat. However, if you're eating simple carbs, things like sugar or flour, this is overwhelming your bloodstream with sugar. Only a tiny bit of it, percentage-wise, is used up by your muscle and brain. All the rest of it causes a massive spike in insulin, and you end up having all the rest go straight to your fat cells. Could be the same amount of calories, but it's the form that those calories are in that matters. When people are only counting calories, they're ignoring the simplicity or complexity of the carbohydrates that they're eating. And that is the most important part because of what it does to insulin, which ultimately results in fat. Being healthy is an important part of your mental health. And because it's an important part of your mental health, it's also an important part of all of your relationships.